Hey,
Hi.
it's Jack and Mary again, and we're going to have a lot of fun today.
Not really.
Oh, not really. Okay. Cupcakes here. Monty is sleeping on the side here. So remember, we haven't been doing this, and this is so boring. But hit the like button. Give it a thumbs up. Leave comments. We appreciate the comments. And we, since we've come back, are getting more views. So that's good. Thank you, everybody who's watching us. And
Monty just left.
so what is our focus? We're focusing on right now being watchmen on the wall. And so we wanted to talk about how Marxism is slipping into the church and how to keep your ears and antenna up for it, but you can't really look for it if you don't know what it is. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So Mary, Cupcake, maybe Cupcake can help. Mary, when you hear the word Marxism, what do you think?
Taking away all of our freedoms and controlling us
So
and taking our children away from us.
yeah, well,
China.
age has already done that for us. No, our children aren't dead. They just don't live here anymore. But
No, but you know what I'm saying.
so what'd you say about China?
China is an example of that. Communism.
Well, so you're saying in your mind when you think of Marxism
is communism.
is communism.
Yes.
Okay.
People not working, for they want everybody on the same plane, the same level.
Poor.
Poor, yes, while they're at the top being rich and controlling us and telling us what we can and can't do.
So you don't have a very good view of Marxism, is that what you're saying?
No, yeah, I'm totally against it.
Fair enough.
No
okay.
support in this corner.
So who started Marxism? It was Karl Marx. Yeah. He lived from 1818 to 1883. There's actually months and days in there. But we are going to try to cover in 10 minutes, give an overview of Marxism, which is like impossible to do because it's not like it's a simple thing. But we're going to try to simplify it, cut it down to 10 minutes. So essentially, Marxism is class struggle. Mm-hmm. Oh, the dogs versus the people. Oh. So yeah, it's class struggle. It's the rich people versus the poor people. The working class versus the elite. And in Marxism, everything comes down to economics and survival. So everything human beings do is based on their desire to get, I'm throwing this out, see what she's going to say, to get.
Everyone.
It's economics. It's economics. It's all economics. It's your desire to get money, to provide for yourself. And also, my information for this comes from a book, The Naked Communist. I'm going to put the picture of it up here. So read it. It's a very big book, a very long book. I've read it twice, and there's just so much in it. It's The Naked Communist, and Mary's going to help me pronounce the guy's name.
Cleon
Skousen. And she's been making all kinds of jokes about Skousen. Yeah, she wants us to have some Skousen for dinner,
Sounds
I think.
like a dish or something.
Yeah, it's a Bulgarian dish or something. Anyway, okay, we're silly. So yeah, read if you want to get more information on Marxism and on Marx himself and Engel, a gentleman who helped him. Marx actually never had a job. Shocking. Anyway, it's the working class versus the elite. Everything comes down to economics. So what's economics?
That's the way we make our money.
The way we make our money, yeah. And who does not exist in Marxism?
God.
There is no God.
God.
And family. I've been watching Karate Kid. Family does not exist in this dojo. No, family. What Lenin did when the communists took over in Russia is he actually took all the children away from the family. There is no family. Everything is materialism. And what is materialism? Kind of.
Yeah.
So we have no soul. We have no spirit. It's all materialism, and everything we strive for, we're striving to survive economically. So essentially how Marx portrays it, now wipe all these thoughts you have in your mind about Marxism being bad. Think about the statement of what people look for. They're looking for a utopia where all the workers work for the whole and for the good of everyone else, and everyone gets the same. Mm-hmm. Does that sound good?
Yeah, nobody owns anything.
Well, yeah, no. Well, does that sound good?
Well, I mean, on the surface, it might sound okay to some people.
Does it sound good to you?
No, but I know better.
You know better. Okay. Yeah, everyone's working together for like a utopia. Mm-hmm. And there's no private property, like Mary said. Yeah. And there's something really missing from this. The whole basis is materialism and economics. And does everything you do, Mary, is it based on your economic desire to provide for yourself?
Yes.
So everything you do is based on that?
No, but some of it.
Okay, you just walked right into my trap here. I
walk into lots of his traps.
So there's no desire for love. There's no desire.
There's nothing, because everybody's working for the same thing. There's no, like, to better yourself, to invent things.
So why would you invent things?
To make life better for people.
But in a Marxist society, why would you do that?
You wouldn't.
Because you can't benefit from it, can you?
No. The only people that are benefiting are the people at the top who are ruling you.
Yeah.
But you yourself, there's no drive to do any of that stuff, because that's all held down. It's pushed down.
So essentially when you're working, and this has been, literally Marxism has worked nowhere. Now, I think the people in China who are running China would disagree with that. The people in North Korea might disagree with that. Venezuela, the people in Cuba might disagree with that. But then ask the people.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. When you work, you are working for the collective. I will throw a Bible reference in here. The Bible says everyone sits under their own fig tree. And what that means is you have your own property. The Bible says you shall not steal. That means you can have your own property. And we'll get into that more next week. But essentially, human beings have a desire to own stuff.
Yeah.
And to work for something.
To work for it, yeah.
And so you want your work and your effort. It's like if you were in class, in school, Marxism is kind of like this. You're in school, and no matter what effort you put into your work, your assignment, you're going to get a C. Or if you get 100%, they're going to take away that extra 25% or whatever and give it to someone else. So the next time you take that test, what is going to be your motivation to get that 100%?
You're not going to be motivated because you know that you're not going to get rewarded for it.
And if you're in the middle and someone is giving you for what you didn't do, what is going to be your motivation to do better?
Nothing.
Yeah. You're going to have no motivation to do better because nothing you do makes any difference.
Everyone's supposed to have the same thing.
Yeah. And another issue with Marxism, I know this is a very brief overview of it. I mean, it's not simple, but it is simple. It comes down to everything's economics and everything is materialism. Marxists, and it's bore out in the book, since there are no morals and there are no ethics, they have no qualms about lying, stealing, murdering to get what they want. In fact, the thought about being one of the leaders in a Marxist/communist society is if you're moving up the chart, if you're moving up the power struggle, the chances are you might just disappear.
Right, exactly.
Because the person above you is like, whoa, that guy's moving up.
I'll just get rid of him.
I'll just get rid of him. And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
They have purges. They get rid of people. They just murder them. And they have no qualms with murdering people. They will do whatever it takes to win. And so what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be ending just a little brief overview of Marxism, like I said, and then you can look at the book, The Naked Communist, to get more information. But what happened, and we're going to look at this more, like I said, next week and the week after, we're going to look at how communism wasn't working in the United States. That there have been communists in this country, and it wasn't working. And the reason it wasn't working is the class struggle thing really didn't work.
Right.
Because the middle class in our country were successful. So you couldn't go to them and go, oh, look at those rich, mean people that are making so much money. It just didn't work. So they had to rebrand it. So that's what we're going to be talking about next week, is the rebranding. And also we're going to bring in more Bible verses, because next week we're going to talk about how Marxism/communism goes against the Bible. And I don't know if we're going to get to it next week, but maybe the week after, the week during Thanksgiving, we will get to, okay, what's the watchman on the wall part of all of this?
Right.
What do we have to look for in our churches? How is it seeping into our churches? You have to look for the rebranding. So we'll be talking about that. God bless. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the bell to subscribe, share this with other people. And I know it's a brief little thing on Marxism, but get the book, The Naked Communist, by the guy who's a Hungarian dish. Cleon Skusin. All right. Hey, everybody. Have a great week. God bless. Hope you have a great holiday season as it builds up. As it builds up. Do holiday seasons build up?
They could.
They could, I guess. Okay.
Watch out for that.
Watch out for that. God bless. We'll see you
God
next
bless you.
week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.